Today, we will learn about how to manage inventory into the build control system. So, for managing any of the inventory, I am just going to any of the project like Harmony Heights. Now, for managing all the material related data, you have to go to the manage materials module. Here you will find all the inventory related options. In current inventory, you will find the current status of my inventory. Right now, I don't have any of the materials into my inventory. So if I want to add some materials like as my right now stock, because you are not using our application till now, so whatever was available into the site, you have to add the data into the system. So for that, you have to click on this add new at the top. It is you are adding the existing stock only. So at which location this material is available. Right now I have created only the one material as a sim. I am adding his its quantity. Like right now I have 1,000 bags of a cement into my inventory. As soon as I click on this enter button, that material is going to be added, and you can also add another material. But right now I have only the one material into the my material library, so it is only the one material. If I want to create the new material, I have to click on this plus button besides of the material. You can also create another materials like sand, and that will be into the ton in my case. Okay. In category it is also civil work material, and click on the save. So this is how you can add multiple materials according to your requirements. So sand is available as a 150 ton at my office, at my site. Click on the save, and that material will going to be added into the inventory as a existing stock. It is not a material received, it is a existing stock, because at the starting of the project you have to add your current stock into the system. Now I will make you learn how all the inventory system will going to be work out. Another option is a purchase request. So basically, purchase request is created mostly by the site engineer or the site supervisor. Like I want some of the materials at my site. Like I require a 300 bags of a cement at the site. So site supervisor will going to create one purchase request. So he will go into purchase request module, click on the add new. He will define like for which location I want this material. So if that person want to define like in wing A on the 12th floor I require the material like for this specific unit, then they can do that. Otherwise they can skip also. If you and after that they have to click on this add material. They have to select the material. At the time of selection they will also going to know, they will get know like how much of a stock is available into our inventory. So right now I require that 250 bags at my site because I have to do some of the works. Then they will going to click on the save. They will us also define the required date, like on the 4th of February I will require this material. If they have some kind of a document for that material, then also they can attach here. If they want to add any of the remark, then also they can do that. If you are giving permission of approval to this person, then that person will going to have view this save and approve button. Otherwise they will only have access of a saving this purchase request. Now one level up, like if there is any senior engineer, they will going to review this purchase request. So they will going to have one notification into their mobile, like the site person has raised one purchase request. How that notification will going to look like? See, here is the purchase request for Harmony Heights. As soon as that senior person will going to click on that purchase request, he will redirect to this purchase request detail screen. They will analyze like, okay, this request is genuine, then they can approve. Otherwise they can also reject or give the remark for this purchase request. Now, after approval of this purchase request, uh, the person who has authority to create the purchase order will going to find this generate purchase order button. So now the second step will start after purchase request approval. So for creating the purchase order, that person needs to click on this generate purchase order. So all the details that are fill up into the purchase request will going to be automatically fill up into this purchase order. This order person can only needs to select the supplier from which that material needs to be ordered. So right now I am a purchase manager. So I am just selecting from this supplier I will going to order the material. Now I can also add the rate for this material. Like this cement is going to be finalized at a 300 rupees and 5% GST, and that person will going to give me a 5% discount on this item. Then I can also add that. You can also add the additional charge and deduction amount for that this whole PO. You can also add the terms and condition into this purchase order. For creating the terms and condition first time, you have to click on this plus icon, plus button. Here you have to write down all the terms and condition according to your company's policy. Like material should be of a best quality. I'm just adding as some of the example like freight and all is including in the material rate. You only have to create this terms and condition once. After that whenever I will going to create another PO, at that time that terms and condition will going to always be available into the drop down. Okay. You can also add the remark and contact person name number into the system. After, click on the save. If there is on also one person above that purchase order person, then that person will going to have a notification like that purchase order needs some approval. So for that, that person will going to goes to the purchase order screen and review the purchase order, like all the details, like at this cement was order quantity is 250, how much rate and how is the bill will going to be created. Now for approving, they will going to click on the approve. Now that person will going to person will going to be able to download this purchase order. Okay, so this is how the purchase order will going to be look like. Right now I didn't added any of the logo for my company, so it is not available here, but all the details like your company name, company address, your logo and everything will going to be added here into this purchase order. So this is how our purchase order format is looks like. Now, yes, one another thing, if you want to share this purchase order with your supplier, you directly just click on this three dot, click on the send file, and you can do that by just email or selecting the WhatsApp. So you can do that very easily with our system. Now, after order the material has complete, that person who has signed this file will going to click on this mark as ordered button, so that he will differentiate like, okay, this order has sent to the suppliers. Now, whenever the material is receiving at the site, your site supervisor or the site engineer will going to receive that material at the site. So for receiving the material at the site, like for creating the GRN, what they have to do, they have to goes to the material received screen. In material received screen, they have to click on the add new, like they are creating a one new material received entry. If that material received is against of any of the purchase order, then they will always have that pending purchase order into the drop down. They have to select that PO. Now, as soon as I selected the PO, all the details included into that PO will going to be visible here. Like I have ordered the cement of a 53 grade with a 250 quantity. Now, if there is any case like you have ordered 250 bags but you have received only the 200 bags, then also you can modify this receiving details. So for that I have to click on this material part, material name. So I can change the quantity here. Like I am adding here as only the 200 quantity of bags are received. If you have received also the invoice for this supplier, then you have to check mark this add invoice details and you have to add the invoice details here. If you are not receiving any of the invoice, just skip that. For adding other details, you have to check box this add other details box. For here you can also define like where you have unloaded the location, unloaded the material, from which vehicle that material has received. Like it was received with 002 HJ1234. You can also define the delivery challan number. This will be useful for the payment module. So you can you have to tell your site persons to add all of these details. That site person can also capture the photograph of a delivery challan or the delivery note, and they can also upload some PDF or any of the documents if they have into their gallery. So for that, after capturing all the things, you can click on the save button. So one GRN will going to be created into our system. So as soon as I have created the GRN, that material is also going to be added into the inventory into my system. Now see, in cement 53 grades, I will have one entry of a received by this person, like this material is added into the system by 200 bags and which person has received this material. So you can track all of the details here. You can also find out like what are the estimated yes, you can also add the estimated quantity for the material into this inventory. So if you are using more than that estimated quantity, our system will going to notify you for the same. Okay, so this is how the inventory management is work into the system. In material received, by click on this GRN, I can also download the PDF for this material received GRN. So if you want to share this GRN detail with your supplier or some other person, then you can do that by just click on this send file and just share that receipt with any of the persons. Now I am moving to the material transfer. Material transfer is useful to transfer the material from one project to another project. So for that you have to click on the add new plus. Here I have to select to which project I am transferring material. So I am sending some material from this project to this road of a Malia project. I have this of materials here. Like I am sending 200 bags of a cement from this Harmony Height project to the road of a Madia project. Okay, by click on the enter, I can also add the multiple items here. I can also add the remark and the photograph of the proof for the material. By click on the save, that another site person who is managing at that site will going to have a one notification like some material is coming to my site. See this red dot will going to highlight you like you have to check here something. So as soon as I click on that, I'm here come into material transfer screen. I have received some material from the Harmony Heights, but as an authorized person for this project, I have to goes to this entry and click on this mark as delivered. If I have received some of the less material than this 200 bags, then immediately I can raise the issue or I can track the driver or someone who is authorized for that like where that material has gone. Now if all the things are done and all the material is has reached to the another project, that person will going to confirm I have received, and after that that person will going to mark this delivery as mark as delivered, like okay, I have received this material. Now this material will going to be added into this new project's inventory, like 200 bags are received into this road of Maria project, and that 200 bags are going to be deducted into this first project. So this is how whole inventory management is working into our system. Thank you. If you have any of the doubts, just call us on 7600 715252. Sorry, the wrong number. I will explain the mobile number into the captions. Thank you.